Hello, my dear Aquarius. I am glad to welcome you to my channel. Today we begin to consider your horoscope for the month of July. I will use a mixed technique of astrology and tarot. Each card represents one house in your area of life. We will look at your physical and emotional potential. How will your relationships develop in your personal life and at work? Your financial situation. We will touch on other issues. We begin to disassemble each house in detail. First house. This is your potential that will guide you most of the time this month. In July, you will have an explosive character. You can disagree, although you will quickly move away. This card often indicates that some powerful process is currently involved in your life, which may seem dramatic or even destructive, but which will ultimately turn out to be beneficial for you. There may be psychological problems. You will not always calculate the consequences of your actions. Unconsciously, you will wait for change. You will be dynamic, self-confident, but still unpredictable. Second house. This is the home of your personal money in your wallet. The card shows the situation is not the best. The card means survive at all costs. The money situation is tough to say the least. This state will depress you. Your mind is clouded with pressure, preoccupation, or even fear for tomorrow. There are only two options here. The first is to come to terms with the given and fall into despondency and despair. Second, if there is hope for at least one chance, go and fight for him to the last. This is a lengthy process, and you need to be patient. I just want to note that this does not mean that you will be left penniless. It is more your fears and thoughts in your head. Sometimes it's just worth abstracting from the situation, looking at it from a different angle, and here it is the solution. Third house. Everyday life. This is a card of stagnation and delay. The card says that you can make a large purchase, provided that you are willing to sacrifice something. All household chores and problems will be postponed. There will be some stiffness, difficulty in actions and untimeliness. This is an indicator that you can get to the training, to study with a specialist, and your value system will change. There may be some sacrifice on your part. You are in a difficult situation. You can do nothing, but you will wait for someone to come and save you. For applicants, studying predicts a positive result. Fourth house. Real estate and family. The card of the major arcana world fell out. Purchasing real estate, possibly even abroad, of land. Harmony with parents in the house of peace and grace. Happiness in the family is staying in the comfort zone and not wanting to leave it. Successful rental of housing. Buying furniture. Repair expenses. It is a good time to build a house or repair it. Yes, I forgot to mention here not only the purchase but also the sale of real estate or land. Moreover, all transactions will be successful for you, and unexpectedly successful circumstances will arise. The fifth house. Holiday in love. The Ten of Swords represents completion, the end of some difficult period, the end of something, disintegration, disengagement. And, although such an end is often accompanied by difficult, painful experiences, this is not necessarily so. Just such a multitude of swords symbolizes the mighty power of the mind, which decided to draw a line under something. These could be important attachments and circumstances in life, but there could also be unpleasant situations, bad habits, or a difficult, unfavorable period. The best message from the Ten of Swords is the end of some difficult and dark periods. The past is over, it won't get any worse. But now, traditional meanings: grief, sadness, pain, tears, suffering, despair. Sixth house. House of work and health. At work, this is a lack of motivation and a lack of knowledge. The card also speaks of an incomprehensible situation in the work team and the organization as a whole. Unpredictability at work indicates a job search. You have a lot of ability, but there will be poor implementation due to your lack of discipline and consistency. In terms of health, mental health leaves much to be desired. While physically a person is strong enough, there will be a feeling of youthful strength and cheerfulness. Careless attitude to health, but usually without consequences. Seventh house. House of the business and marriage partner. A business partner is a workaholic person who can perform an everyday task. He will try to perform his duties professionally. He plans to work long and productively. For a married couple, this is a stable, strong relationship. Your partner cares about you, tries to understand and respects you. The couple will have joint plans. You will adequately assess the situation between you. Also, the card can mean a cautious, unhurried beginning of the novel, when events are not forced but go naturally. If people continue with this strategy, there is a good chance that the romance will develop into a long-term, strong relationship over time. This card also suggests that your partner may be spying on you, some kind of control, because he is afraid of losing you. 8th house. House of other people's money and crisis. You can pay your mortgage in credit. Get the good news. This is a card of positive emotions. You can go to a party. This is some kind of feast, a friendly meeting, dinner, birthday, and wedding invitations. It can signal the beginning of a great feeling about some event that will entail romance, possibly marriage. A bad and decadent mood will be replaced by a joyful and comfortable one. 9th house. House of education and travel. The card indicates admission to a university, visa processing, and the purchase of a ticket. Whoever is going on a trip will have no problems. All legal issues are resolved in your favor. You can get valuable advice, consultation, and expert assessment. The card advises to treat all documents as carefully as possible. 10th house. The house of career and business. Receiving one-time bonuses, some kind of encouragement, the promise of promotion, transfer to another site or another job. Your boss is kind to you. You will be appreciated. You will feel in demand. Some help, a sponsor will appear. With assistance, it's hard to tell you if you will. The main thing in the card is that any help can and should be accepted. For businessmen, a wonderful card. All projects are successfully implemented, resulting in profit and stability. For hired workers, money work, a lucrative contract. In this card, the theme of the ability to see the real situation and draw the right conclusions from it is very strong. 11th house. The house of friends. It means an aggravation of the conflict with friends, a vile scandal. At the same time, the card does not indicate whether all these harmful actions come from ourselves or, on the contrary, we were drawn into this unseemly story as victims. It can also mean leaving, parting with someone. In general, it says that you will have some kind of struggle, the outcome of which is unclear. In any case, the losses are obvious, and the gain is doubtful. So, is it worth it? There may be some meanness on the part of a friend. 12th house. The house of secrets. This may be a new acquaintance, reconciliation with a former lover, a manifestation of the best feelings in an already established union. Its importance is the ability to trust and act in concert. It gives a positive forecast and portends not only a favorable outcome of the case but often the emergence of some new quality or a new direction of development. The meaning of this card primarily affects the deeply personal and intimate sphere, no matter what it is about: light flirting, sudden love, a date after a long separation, or the beginning of new friendships or love relationships. But it can also mean a warm welcome, hospitality when we arrive somewhere unfamiliar, go on a business trip or negotiate. So we have completed the forecast for July, my dear Aquarius. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for like. It helps me in promoting the channel. Click on the bell so you don't miss new videos. And see you soon.